It'll Be Fun fans for a while now. And we invited Leslie and Alan to sit with us because we have been overwhelmed with questions from our Ann Arbor friends who want to leave Michigan, leave the United States, and come to Portugal. And we don't know how serious they are, but these two people are the ones who can help you if you're serious. Because we just kind of flew by the seat of our pants, and they have an actual business helping people.
We came here for our scouting trip right after COVID, and that was July of 2021.
Yeah.
We went home. We already prepped our house in anticipation, unless something really was not what it was supposed to be. We were gonna go after our scouting trip, go home, sell the house, sell our belongings, and move here. And we did. So we were here for 5 weeks, July and August of 2021. Went back, and by November 1st, we were here on the island after selling our house, all our belongings, cars.
Right. We had preset with our immigration attorney, which is part of our immigration team, on our website today.
I wish
we had pre-planned all of that in advance.
I wish, because he's a citizen, I wish that we had a chat before but anyway, that's okay.
Right.
I'm just saying.
And we pre-planned all of the move, the auctioneer, all of these steps and the cell phones, everything was preset before we even set foot in Portugal.
So when we got back, all we had to do is just, pull the strings, make it happen.
Yeah, our realtor met us in the driveway.
With a bottle of champagne when we got back and said, congratulations, and had the sign in the yard the next day.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So anyway, we moved
we
here in
started the
2021. We started the channel, I think about February or March of the following year.
Which is about 20 minutes
2022.
after we landed.
Yeah.
And I think we started watching the channel about 20 minutes after you started the channel.
I got a GoPro camera for my 65th birthday, and I'd been following a gentleman in Switzerland that drove around Switzerland with a GoPro on his dash, playing the same song over and over for every video he did, and just driving through the countryside. I said, I want to do that on Madeira. I tried that when I first got here with the GoPro. They were terrible. I couldn't even watch them.
We loved them. We loved them, Alan.
I couldn't watch them.
We loved them, Alan. I got to tell you, was that during the pandemic that you were watching the guy in Switzerland?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's how we couldn't travel.
Christian Rocks.
Right.
We love to travel.
Yeah.
What is his name?
Christian Rocks. R-O-U-X, I think.
Okay. Well, what we started doing was watching travel videos during the pandemic, and our favorites were the homemade one with the bugs on the windshield, and the people coming in and being like, look at the mini fridge, It's how we got through. So whatever gets you through the night, right?
So Alan, his parents are, believe it or not, Alan's parents are both still alive today, in awesome health. Have had a little bit of health issues, but nothing. My father is still alive, and my mother died at the beginning of COVID. She had been bedridden, almost bedridden, essentially the last 5 or 6 years of her life. She had been a very successful businesswoman, owned her own business, but in the end, they had lost all of their money due to health care issues for her. Not that they didn't have health care, but they owned their own business. They had to pay for all of this out of pocket. And essentially, they ended up literally losing everything. She finally passed away just after COVID. So I have seen firsthand in my life how healthcare costs can literally take everything that you've worked for so hard your whole life. My father was here. He went to the emergency room twice. And after spending, years in the system in the U.S., he was absolutely, as he was walking out the door, going, "This is the most wonderful experience he had ever had." So. That is literally why we made the Ultimate Moving Abroad program.
People won't even take the first step. They dream about it, and the first step never comes because they're terrified.
Right.
Exactly.
And so the program, one, it's a DIY, but then we also created the next level up where the program comes with one-on-ones with us, the DIY, the DIY program, as well as joining the monthly meetings for a year so that you can ask everything and make it all just not so overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's hard to do it by yourself.
If, Alan,
We
for
came
example,
here, we knew nobody. We had to create this.
Alan, inside the Ultimate Moving Abroad program is designed, it's got 100 different little videos along with write-ups to go with each video, check-off lists, master spreadsheets, all of these things helping you to find the right country, if you're still looking for the country, the right city, to run the budgets, to run your numbers, not my numbers, not your numbers, but your numbers.
So this isn't just about moving to Madeira.
No. Oh, no. You could use this program to go anywhere.
That's great.
Okay. And inside of there, it goes back to how to prepare while you're in the United States and how do you get rid of all your stuff? What do you keep? How do you find a good vendor that's going to be your shipper to bring your goods? Should you bring your goods? Should you store your goods? How do you find an immigration attorney that you can trust? How do you find a real estate agent that you can trust? How do you research how much something's going to cost? So it goes all the beginnings. Then how to pack, how to bring Fluffy, all your Fluffies. So how to bring everybody. It also has a section if you have children, how, things to anticipate with regards to children, how to plan your visas. It goes through all of that. So it takes you through all of the big stuff, cell phones, electricity, how to get things set up when you get there, how to get a driver's license, all of the basic things that you need from A to Z. And then after you land, what's going to happen after you land? What are the 1,400 things that you have done in order to then move forward in the world, right? Because when you hit the ground, it's hard.
It is hard.
Real good friends of ours that have never owned a house. They've been all over the world in different occupations and different locations. And they finally decided, after all this time renting, that they were going to buy in Madeira because of our channel. Well, because of other things too. But
Right.
So
but we connected them up with all the right people
Right.
to ensure that they understood the process of buying. And not that they're highly intelligent, but they'd never done it.
no,
And you-
they have. They never have. And because,
It
because
was
they watched us
great.
and became friends, and
And then we gave them to the right.
Yeah,
We hooked them up with our real
Trust
estate.
but it must have been doubly intimidating. They were doing this for the right
Oh my God.
for the first time, and they
Well,
were
they
doing
were
it in a completely foreign country where they
Yeah.
didn't speak the language.
Yep.
And,
but they were ready. So, and the fact that the first 4 months are very detail oriented. You have many steps to follow, and you need to stick with it. It's every
Once
day
you're
you need
here-
to have.
Once you're here, the first
Yeah.
4 months.
The first 4 months when you're here are detail oriented. You got to follow it. You got to get all these things out of the way so you can enjoy life.
Paperwork.
Until you get that handled.
It's hard to breathe.
Yeah.
Because I remember I would work on all of that, and then like you and Wolf would sometimes say, I thought we'd been through all of the hard stuff. And it's like, well, it's not hard. It's just we're not done.
detail-oriented,
And because we were carving our own path, which is why we started creating this other mess, all of the everything else, and pulling experts in, because finding somebody to help you with your driver's license and where you should go.
Right. You're here on a tourist visa with an extra month tacked on to make it 4 months because you've got the visa coming here to move. So you've got 4 months to get all this things done. Your health certificate, your residency.
Well, the first couple months is like you're on vacation because you're running around spending money like it's water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buying a bed, everything. But you've got so many things to do in a short amount of time. That would be the most stressful, I think, the first 4 months.
I was terrified that we would never make friends, that we literally would not ever make friends. We lived in Chicago, so we had people that lived around us that I worked really hard to make friends with, and they had been there for 20 years and had no friends. And it was terrible. And so I was terrified that would happen to us. And so that was probably my biggest thing. Is being and you can tell that when we have happy hour, we get
It's the other end of the spectrum.
80 of
It's
our
like,
favorite,
oh,
our best friends.
That is
Are you
true.
gonna die?
Are you
Don't
okay,
die.
honey?
I'm good. I think I got the
This
part
shirt-
Didn't we
right.
just like hit you in the
You
chest
okay?
or something right there where it says Michigan?
Yeah, that's right. It's all about Michigan.
I mean, literally, we could be doing something every night with people. I mean, we've just been here
Yeah.
for a few months.
And the nice part about our group is
He really is
that you
dying.
may not chime in with everybody in the group, but you might find a couple that really clicks with you,
Yeah.
and you have your own little group, and that's great. That's mission
Yeah.
accomplished. We
That's our
brought
goal.
people together.
Our goal is to help everybody
Yeah.
make friends.
Yeah.
And again, we want you to come back and pay it
Yeah.
forward to the next guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got so much things we got in the can.
Yeah.
We gotta
Good
get
for you.
busy and put them out there.
We do. We did Toulouse today.
I have We could do a whole video on all the churches that I videoed the pipe organs in France on.
Pipe organs in France for me, and we just did some castles in France, or medieval towns and the castles. We spent a month in France, so we've got lots more of France, all the different areas that we went to. Food, duck in 14 different ways.
We're going to have plenty of videos on the festive season.
Oh, for here.
For December, it's going to be.
Portugal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Portugal, we've also got plans that we're going to spend a month in Italy. So we'll do a whole section on southern Italy, and that we have coming up real soon. Comparison France, Portugal, and Greece. Believe it or not.
Oh, I love Greece.
Right.
He hasn't
because
been. It's one of the
Greece is
places I've been.
fantastic, and they're all really good places to retire to that are actually ranking on the 2025 IL ranking system in the top 6. They're the top 6 in the world, and those 3 European countries are there. There's your sneak